So, hi guys. Good evening, guys. All of you. Guys, I'm audible. Okay. Right, guys. Here. So yesterday we discussed the transaction control language. Okay. So transaction means to perform some operation here, and generally we are performing operations or DDL and DML operations. Okay, over databases, right? But DDL operations, okay, so these are table creations, table modifications, that kind of things we can do it on structure. But data manipulations, we are performing on data. And these are, I said yesterday, it's a live transactions. So data can be inserted, data can be modified, data can be deleted. These are called as a live transactions. Regularly, we are performing on table data. So, but what yesterday we discussed, whatever the DML operations we perform here, these DML operations also, which type of operations means these are also auto commit operations, guys. These are also which type of operations means auto commit operations. So your DDL operations are auto commit, but when DDL operations are auto commit, there is nothing problem for us because we are expecting the table creation permanent. Okay, any modification of table. Okay, so that all are we are going to be saying that the permanent we can do, and very rare cases. Okay, we are doing that case that operations. But DML operations are not like that. These are live transactions, and regularly we are going to be performing these operations on table data. So that's why these regular operations, when it was auto committed, then we are facing some problems like whatever I was explained in the last session. Okay, so when your ATM machine is having only S, but there is a no, okay, option will be there, then what kind of problem we are facing, the same year also we are going to be facing here. So that means once user, fortunate or unfortunate, if he inserted, that inserted data is automatically committed by your system. Okay, that means permanently saved. Modification, if you do either fortunate or unfortunate, then modifications also permanently done. When you deleted data, unfortunately, for example, unfortunately you deleted the data again, you cannot restore it. So these kind of problems we are going to be facing when you want to do DML operations. So these are DML operations, auto commit operations by default in our SQL server. Okay, but these are I need to convert into explicitly. That means user commit operations I want to commit. Here auto is nothing but what, guys? Here system. Here auto is nothing but what now? System committed. But these system committed operations I need to convert into user commit. I need to convert into user commit. So these system commit operations I need to convert. Okay, in which way means I want to convert into user commit. So user commit transactions. So if that kind of chance we need to give to the users to whenever you want to perform your transactions. Okay. So your user commit, once you converted DML operations into user commit, then here the chance was user. That means user will take the decision, and user is called as a decision maker. So he will take a chance and he will take a decision whether I need to commit my transaction or not. So that means like I can choose yes or no. So these two options we are giving to whom? Users. Then what happened? As per user need and necessity, he will choose yes button is nothing but commitment. Otherwise, you can choose no button is nothing but cancel your transactions. So this kind of the alternative choice we want to give to users. So then how to give it users means there we are using TCL language commands we are using. That's called it transaction control language commands are there. With the help of these commands, the user can commit your transactions as per his need, as per his requirement basis, he will commit. Okay. Now, so in this TCL language, there are three commands are there. Okay. So commit, and we have your rollback. Okay, and we have your save pointer. So these are the three commands we have it here, guys. Okay. Now, so here observe what is commit. Commit is nothing but this command is used, guys, here to make a transaction is permanent. To make a transaction is permanent. So that means once user is using this command after his operation, so whatever he was performing DML operation, after the DML operation, when he was using commit here, then your transaction will be permanently executed here. That means the transaction will be permanent and we cannot cancel that transaction because your commitment is nothing but permanently saved. Your transaction is permanently saved. So once your transaction is permanently saved, then we cannot cancel. Okay, now, so that is what commitment. Okay, now, so now here the syntax of commitment is what now? For every TCL language command, we need to use one of the statement is called as a begin transaction. So under begin transaction, we need to write some statements. Okay, and after that we have to do commit. So this is what syntax of commitment. And here, sir, what is begin transaction? Means the statement is going to be say your transaction will start. Okay, start your transaction. Okay, starts your transaction. So when your transaction will be started, then you must and should be used begin transaction statement. So under begin transaction statement, whatever we have written here, the queries, and those queries are okay. So maybe committed by user as per his requirement, otherwise maybe cancelled by user as per his requirement. Okay, so that means, yeah, simply if you want to understand, auto commit operations are we are converting into user commit, I said. But how to convert means there you are using begin transaction statement. So when we are writing our statements, under begin transaction, then the transaction will be converting into user commit transactions. Okay, now if you are not using begin transaction statement, then your operations are auto commit operations. Okay, a simple identification. So whether my transaction is auto commit or auto commit or user commit, how you knows means with the help of a begin transaction statement. If I am using begin transaction statement, and along with the statement, if I'm writing my operation, if I'm writing my statement like insert, update, delete, then that is called as a user commitments, user commit statements. If you are not using begin transaction, directly you are writing insert, update, delete. Yesterday I show you now. So that is called a auto commit statements. Okay, now. So this is what we called as, guys, here. So this is what we called as a begin transaction here. Okay, now it will be starts a transaction. A transaction will be starting here. Okay, it says what? To start your transaction. To starts a transaction. And later we are writing our query statements. And finally, you have to give a commitment. Okay, for example, let me come back and say, So yesterday we created one table. The table name is what now, guys? Branch. So branch is one table we designed in the last session to execute now. So there is no information on this table. Okay. And let me see. Suppose if I use here the begin transaction. Okay. And under begin transaction, I'm writing my insert query. So insert branch sending values and the branch code 1021, the branch name SBI and location, for example, HYD. So now carefully observe. So here what I'm going to doing guys here, I am performing my operation, my transaction, I'm performing along with my begin transaction statement. So along with my begin transaction statement, okay, so we are going to be perform our operation. Then what it was happen, you can see. Now I just go to executed here. So you are showing one row is affected. And let me call your table. So one row was showing here. But this data, whatever it was showing guys here, this data is not a permanent storage. This data is not a permanent storage. So then this data where it will go, sir, means here observe. So now when you inserting like this again, okay, along with the begin transaction, this data will be stored in RAM memory. In which memory, guys? In RAM memory. So that means, so whenever we are using begin transaction, okay, along with my begin transaction statement, if I do my operation, that operational data stored in RAM memory. And now tell me guys here, RAM is a temporary memory or permanent memory, guys? It is a temporary memory. Okay, so it was storing under temporary location and that was temporary memory we called. Okay, now fine. So now once your data was there under temporary memory, right? So now later this temporary storage of data, that means your memo of your data where it is now in RAM location. So in the RAM location of data, now I want to store in database memory is nothing but hard disk memory. So whenever you want to store into hard disk, okay, that means you want to permanently, if you want to store, then what I'm using, guys, I'm using commit. So that means here user choice. Still your data is not committed. Still your data is not permanently saved. It is just a temporarily saved, and this transactional data temporarily stored under RAM memory. So that's why this data is not a permanent still. So now what I'm doing here, suppose this data I want to store into permanent, then what we want to use commit. So once I committed, then what happened? This RAM data will transferred into hard disk memory. The RAM data where it will be transferring here, hard disk memory. Okay, when use commit. Suppose user is saying that no sir, I don't want to use a commit. I want to use a rollback. I want to use a rollback. Okay, so that means your choice is user. The choice is whose? User choice here. So either you can go to use commit for permanently saving purpose. Otherwise, you can use a rollback. Okay, so here what is rollback, sir? If I'm using rollback, what happened? You can see the rollback is also called as a command, and this command is used, guys. Okay, this command is used to cancel a transaction. Okay, so this is transaction will be success permanently, but this is used for cancellation purpose. So whatever the transaction you performed here, those are transactions I need to cancel. That's why can you see in your ATM machine, you have a yes button and you have a no button. So when I click on yes button, my transaction will be success. Okay, if I click on no button, what happened, guys? Here your transaction will be success or cancel. No means what? Your transaction is success or cancel. Yes, your transaction will be cancelled. So that is what I'm telling. So rollback is nothing but to cancel your transaction, to cancel your transaction. So now here the statement syntax is also same like this. So after writing your statement, suppose user has to commit, you can commit. Otherwise, user has to do rollback also. Okay, user has to do rollback also. Either commit you can do after your transaction statement, then it is called a permanently saving, and you can do rollback. But here one point should be remembered. What is that? Once we commit a transaction, okay, then we cannot roll back. So then we cannot cancel. Okay, now, but up to the user has a chance to perform your rollback means until your transaction is not committed. Suppose your transaction is committed now, then you cannot roll back it. This is very important point to remember. So these are the two choices we are giving to users to perform their transactions. Okay. Now let me come. So what I said, I just inserted this data, and this data is storing under RAM because this data is, that means this statement is converting into user commit operations with the help of begin transaction statement. If suppose begin transaction statement, if I remove, and if directly I executed this one, then what happened guys here? Your data stored in not RAM, your data stored in where it is directly saved under hard disk memory. It's nothing but database memory directly saved. When I'm not using begin transaction statement, then your operation is directly committed by system. And committed means what now? Permanently saved. And the permanent means what now? Hard disk memory. Okay, that is what happened. So that's why what I want to use guys here, I want to use a begin transaction. If I'm using begin transaction, yet then your operation is not a permanent, it is a temporarily performed here. Okay, temporarily performed, and your data also temporarily stored under RAM memory. Okay, that is a difference. So now we can see, so that means whatever the data is showing in my table, this data is showing from RAM location, but not a database location. Okay, so now you feel, the user feel like this. Now I don't want to save this data permanently. I want to cancel. Okay, so whatever the insert transaction I performed here, this insert transaction I want to cancel. So now user has a chance to cancel this transaction because this transaction still not committed. So that's why user has to go to done your rollback. Your rollback is success, and come to your table. Then your table is not showing data. Your table is not showing data. See, your data is not there. So that means now tell me, your data is permanent storage or temporary storage? Temporary storage. Okay, now that's what. Suppose, again you can see, suppose I just go to executing this transaction now. Again, one row is affected, and the transactional data storing under RAM memory. Okay, now fine. But now I feel, now this data I want to store as a permanent now. So when I want to store this data as a permanent, then I have to choose a commitment now. So now I just committed here to do commitment. So command is completed successful. And now after commitment, if you do rollback option, what it was happen? After commitment, can I do rollback? No, we cannot do rollback. Now, if you try to roll back, it was showing error. It was showing error. Okay. And now we can see your data is permanently saved. Your data is permanently saved. Okay. Now, this is what we called as insert. Same like this, every operation, when you are writing under begin transaction, then those operations are temporarily performed so that user has a chance to roll back, okay, their transactions whenever they want it. Okay, now, right. This is one operation. In the same pattern, let me see. I'm taking in the next operation, for example, begin transaction. Under begin transaction, I'm using update command, branch, set, B location is equals to, so Pune, where branch code is equals to 1021. Where branch code is equals to 1021. But again, guys, here I just do this one, but this update operation is not permanently done. This update operation will be temporarily saved. Okay, again, where it was saving temporarily, this update operation under RAM memory. And now your table is showing, guys, so Pune, but this is a temporary storage. That means this name is stored, this name is showing from RAM. This name is, okay, displaying from RAM because still it is a temporary perform. So now what happened? Suppose if I'm not committed, but in place of commitment, if user has to use rollback, then this transaction will be cancelled. So now I'm using rollback, then this transaction, whatever you did, this transaction will be cancelled. This transaction will be cancelled. The cancel means you will get a same and previous position of data. What is my previous position of data? Hyderabad. So that I was getting as it is, because my transaction is not done. My transaction is cancelled. Okay, that's why when my transaction is cancelled, then I will get my old data. I will get my old data here. Suppose next you can see the same begin transaction I did. Now I need to make it commit here. So I'm using commitment here. Okay, so I'm using commit now. When I committed, now your data is permanently saved. Now in your database, your Hyderabad place, in place of Hyderabad, it was saving what? Pune. But after commitment, if I do roll back, it was showing error. So error message. Okay, now? So this is commitment of your update operation. In the same to same, begin transaction. Under begin transaction, I'm writing my query offer, delete query, and where I'm using B code is equals to 1021. Okay, that's fine. But come to your table, guys, here. The present in my database, how many rows are there? One row. And this is the data. It was showing from where it is. Is it data showing from hard disk or RAM? Yes, it is a permanent because already committed now. Already committed. Committed means this data is completely from hard disk. Okay, fine. So now in the hard disk, I have a data. So now the data I'm deleting from hard disk. I'm deleting from hard disk. But deleted, whatever you deleted from hard disk, okay, whatever you deleted from hard disk, the deleted data, where it will be stored? Where it will be stored? Your data deleted from hard disk, but deleted data, where it will be stored? In RAM memory. Where it will be stored? In RAM memory. So now you can see your hard disk table. Data is not there in your hard disk. Data is not there in your hard disk. Your data already deleted. But this deletion, are you committed? This deletion, are you committed? No, I'm not committed. I'm not committed means this deletion is a temporary deletion or permanent deletion. Temporary deletion. Okay. So temporary deletion. That means still my data is not permanently deleted. My data deleted from hard disk, but still it was storing under RAM. Okay. And now we can see Suppose this delete transaction I need to cancel. So now I'm using rollback, and rollback is executed. So rollback means what I said, your transaction is cancelled. Now this is cancelled. Cancel means your data 1021 record is deleted, or else it will be come back into your table. It is deleted from your RAM, or else come back into your table from your RAM. Okay, so come back from the RAM and storing into hard disk. Now let me see your data. Got it now? Again, the data come back here or not? Okay, yes, it was come back here. It was come back because I was cancelled this. But the thing is, if I execute it again, so again my data is deleted from hard disk, storing into RAM. Still, this transaction is temporary, not permanent, because we are not committed. Suppose you need to commit now. Suppose I'm using commit. If I'm using commit, then what happened, guys, here? Whatever the data was there in the RAM location, from the RAM location, your data deleted. So whenever data is deleted from RAM, then we called as it's a permanent deletion. So that means there is no data in hard disk, there is no data in RAM. It means that it is a permanent deletion we called. Okay, let me see commit. I committed. So that means your data deleted from RAM, and deleted from hard disk. So in the both memories, there is no data. Okay, deleted. So after deleted, what it was happen, if you do rollback, but rollback is not working because already we done commitment. So now we can see your data is not restored. Your data is not restored. Okay, now. So these are what we called as, guys, here. Okay. So commit and rollback transactions are how it was working. Commit and rollback transactions are how it was working. So in these two examples, okay, two commands we can go to check out here. Okay, so you can use here, the both choices is yours. The choice is yours, commit or rollback. Here also choice is yours, commit and rollback. And here also choice is yours, commit and rollback. Okay, so your commit and rollback choice is yours. Understand now? So this is what happened. So, but what about save point? Save point command, how we can use? Purpose of save point is what? Okay, let me see. For example, guys, here, observe. Come to my table and see my table. In my table, do you have any data? Okay, now there is no data in my table. So let me see. I am inserting now some records. Insert into branch, sending values 1021 SBI HYD. Okay, let me see. I'm inserting some more records here. 1022 ICICI Mumbai. Next, 1023 Bank of India, Chennai. 1024 HDFC, okay, Delhi, and 1025, so Access, suppose Pune. So carefully observe, guys. These are the 5 records I'm inserting into my table. So one row, one row, one row, one row, one row. Okay. But if you see this table, okay, the 5 records are there. But tell me, guys, here, these 5 records I was inserted temporarily or permanently. What it is? Is it temporary storage or permanent storage? Yes, very good. These are called as a permanent storage. Very good. These are called as a permanent storage. Stored into permanent in your database. Because I'm not using begin transaction statement, right? Okay, guys, let's find. So these are my table and having total 5 rows, and these are permanent storage of data. On this permanent storage of data, I'm doing one transaction. The transaction is delete command. So delete from the branch where branch code is equals to 1021. So delete from branch where branch code is equals to 1023. So delete from branch where branch code is equals to 1025. So carefully observe. I'm doing some operation, the delete transaction I'm performing on my table. And the 3 records I try to delete it now from my table. Yes, one row, one row, one row, 3 records are deleted. After deleted, come back and see your table. So 3 records are successfully deleted. But tell me, whatever the 3 records I deleted here, these 3 records are permanently be deleted now? Yes, permanently be deleted because I'm not using begin transaction. So that's what I want to do. 1 second, guys. Remaining 2, 4 is also there now. So remaining all are deleted now. So come back to your table. All are permanently deleted. Okay. Again, I inserted. Let you see. So permanently inserted now. And come out and see your data. So permanently. And after that, let me see. If I'm using, okay, on this, the begin transaction I'm using. So along with begin transaction, now I perform my delete transaction to delete a few records. So 1021, 23, and 5. So 21, 23, 5 already there. Now I did along with begin transaction, I deleted. But now tell me, whatever we deleted, the 3 records, is it a permanent deletion or temporary deletion? Is it permanent or temporary deletion? Is it? Okay. It is a temporary deletion. So temporary deletion means, suppose if I use rollback, what happened, guys, here? This all 3 rows are roll back into your table, or else only last one is rollback. Under this transaction, the 3 are restoring or only last one? Very good. Here, all are restored here, not last one, because these all statements I written under one transaction only. These are all are I written under one transaction. So that's why when I was roll back here, what happened? You can see I just roll back. When you roll back, all the 3 rows are coming to table. Got it? 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5. Got it? Got it or not? Yes. So now here observe. Next attempt. Again I deleted now. Again my 3 rows are deleted from table. Let me execute. So 3 rows are deleted and 2, 2, 2, 4 left.
Suppose in place of rollback, if I'm using commit, what happened, guys? Those 3 rows data permanently deleted or temporarily? Permanent deletion. So when I committed, all are permanently deleted. Otherwise, when I roll back, all are roll back. So either all statements are committed, otherwise all statements are cancelled. Yes or no? Any one only happen. When you say commit, all are committed. That means permanently deleted. When I say roll back, all are cancelled. Okay, now. So any one only happen, either success or fail. Okay, either success or fail. Any one is happening. But here my requirement is what now, guys? Here in the group of operations under a transaction, in the group of operations, okay, I want to cancel my specific operation. I want to cancel. So which record 1023 row data I need to cancel. Cancel means what I want to do here? Roll back. So here I did a group of operations. Carefully observe. Here I did a group of operations. That means group of rows are deleted. But out of group of operations, I wanted a specific row data operation I want to cancel. My question understand all of you? My question understand all of you? Okay, what I wanted? So 21, 23, 25 deleted, but out of these 3, I wanted a specific row. Okay, operational or operation I want to cancel. Cancel means roll back. So that I have to do. But these things are not happening with the rollback, because just now I saw, if I'm using to executing rollback, what happened, guys? Here specific one is rollback or all are rollback? All are rollback. But here my requirement is all are or specific one? Specific one. Then how we can do it? How we can do it? This kind of a specific row. Okay, rollback. How we can do it means, okay, there you have to use a save point. There we have to use a save point. Okay, so you have carefully observe. Save point command, okay, is used here. So whenever we created, observe, when we create a save, okay, pointer, when we create a save pointer, internally system is allocating, okay, internal system is allocating a special memory, okay, a special memory to a save pointer. Okay, memory to a save pointer for storing a transaction, for storing a transactional, okay, data, okay, which we want to, okay, so storing a transactional data which we want to roll back. Roll back means what now? Cancel in the future. Okay, in the future. So which transactional data we need to roll back in the future? Those transactional data we are storing under save pointer memory. So I hope that this statement all of you understand. So when we create a save pointer, internally system is allocating a special memory to save pointer, and in this pointer memory we are storing a transactional data which we want to roll back in the future. Okay, so That is what your requirement here. So that kind of requirement will come to you. Then there we can use what now? Save pointer. Okay. Let me see how it is. And first of all, what is the syntax for the save pointer now? As usual, you need to use begin transaction compulsory. Under begin transaction, you have to write your statements, whatever you want to write. After writing some statements, then you have to use your save pointer here. So save transaction, and I want to send my pointer name. And under save transaction pointer memory, again, you have to write some statements. Understand now? So before save pointer, whatever you return statements, these are all are saving under RAM location. After save pointer, whatever you return statements, these statemental data, this statemental data storing under pointer memory. But your very important point is what now? Whatever the special memory allocating to the save pointer, this memory is also allocating from where it is, means from RAM only. Okay, from RAM only, not hard disk. It's a very important point. So your save pointer memory is also allocating by the system from which one? From RAM, not a hard disk. Because if it is allocating from hard disk, then it is called as a permanent storage. Then it is called as a permanent storage. So that's why save pointer is not a permanent. This is just a temporary memory. This is just a temporary memory because this memory is allocating from RAM. This is very important point to remember. Okay, fine. So this is what syntax, guys. Now let me come back. Let me come back and I'm going to do it here. So complete first I have to roll back now. So again, I just come back here. So I just roll back. So when I roll back, come back and see your table. Yes, you have all data 21, 23, 25, all are roll back it here. All are roll back it here. And now you have to prepare now. So which you want it to call, which you want it to roll back 2, 3. So that's why which you wanted that you have to, okay, 2, 1 and 2, 5 don't want it. So then out of this save point, and which you wanted for that transaction information S1. So now you clearly observe carefully. 2, 1 and 2, 5 is directly saved under RAM memory. But 2, 3 is saving under a special memory in the RAM. What is that? S1 pointer. Okay. Then what it was happening when I'm going to do this operation, let me observe. This entire transaction I'm going to executing now. So 1, 1, 1, 3 rows as usual deleted. So come back your table. The 3 rows are deleted and 2, 2, 2, 4 left. Okay, that was successfully done. But what I'm saying here, this 2, 1 and 2, 5 storing under RAM and this 2, 3 storing under S1 memory. Okay, now, but this S1 memory is also allocating from who is allocated? RAM only allocated. Okay, now. The point understand. So that means what happened here, carefully observe in the diagrammatically for your understandable format. This is your database, guys. Careful observe. In this database, you have a numbers 1021 rows are there, 1022, 1023, 1024, 1025 is there. Okay, now, and this is your RAM. This is what we called a RAM. This is what we called a hard disk. Okay, fine. So now this transaction is executed now. So begin transaction, first deleting this query. So 1021 deleted from hard disk to storing under RAM. So it was storing here 1021. And your 1021 is deleted from your RAM. Carefully observe. 1021 deleted from hard disk. Okay, next record 25. 25 is also deleted from hard disk and storing under RAM. Storing under RAM. So now, okay, sir. Now 1025 is also came here. And from here, it was dropped now. So deleted. Okay. After that, what I created, save pointer. Next line, line by line, you can check out. Next line, save point created. What I'm saying here, the save point S1 is also taking memory from which location? RAM location. So that means in the RAM only, again, special memory. Okay, na? In the RAM only, again, special memory allocating for pointer. Okay, na? So S1 memory is allocated. Okay, sir. After that, this record is executed. So now what happened? 1023 is come to store under special memory. Now understanding all of you? 1023. And here 1023 will be cancelled. This is what happening, sir. Are you clear now? So this statement explanation understand? This complete explanation understand now? All of you? Come on. Okay, fine. So that means here what happened? Careful observe. Here what happened? 21 and 25. These two rows are out of the S1 memory. Out of the S1 memory. But 23 is there under S1 memory. Okay. So when you keep like this, okay, it was happening internal process. Then what I want to do, which I wanted, 1023 I wanted. Then 1023 I wanted, then we have a syntax. This syntax is called as a syntax to create a save pointer here. Okay, now this is syntax. Now the syntax will be now syntax to here observe syntax to roll back a save pointer. So this is one more syntax, observe carefully. What is the syntax for this here? Roll back transaction. What is my pointer name? Okay, roll back transaction, and what it is here? My pointer name. Okay, now fine. The pointer name. Now come back. Now come back. Carefully observe. I need here 1023. Suppose you people are asking, sir, now if I'm using rollback, what happens, sir? I'm using directly rollback. What happened? What happened? These all are going to be rollback. All are going to be rollback. Why, sir? Why, sir means your S1 also having under RAM location now. Your S1 pointer is also having in the RAM location or not? Yes, that's why if I'm using only rollback, then all are rollback. If I'm using commit now, then what happened, guys? All are permanently deleted, including your pointer also. Including your pointer also. If you committed, including your pointer also, all are permanently deleted. Okay, now? So that's why careful observe. Either rollback or commit, whatever you did, that was including of your save pointer. Okay. So that's what we want to do. We have to write like this. Rollback transaction S1. So now I'm doing specific pointer memory only. I'm doing. That's why I was mentioned my pointer name. What is my pointer name? S1. So rollback transaction S1. In S1 pointer, which record is there, guys? In S1 pointer, which record is there? 1023. So that's what happened. You can see rollback transaction S1. I did it. After doing that, let me come out and see. Let me come out and see. Yes, 1023. You got it. Got it? This is the purpose of save point. Okay, S1 pointer, in the S1 pointer, which record we saved here, that we got it. But remaining two rows are there now, 1021 and 25. These remaining two rows, where it is still? Come on, where it is still? Very good. It is still in the RAM memory. Still is in the RAM memory. For example, you have to do rollback. If I'm doing rollback now, what happened, guys? Simple rollback. If I'm doing rollback, what happened? In your remaining RAM, how many rows are there? 2n and 25. These 2n and 25 also roll back into our table. Let you see, is it happening or not? Yes, rollback is done, and remaining two records also came up. 21 and 25 came or not? Remaining two records also came or not? This is what we call. Okay, na? Right. So now this is save point advantage. Specific operational raw data. When you want to cancel, there you can use a save pointer. Okay, na? Right. For example, in the save pointer, sir, only one row can I store, or multiple rows means you can store multiple rows. Like you can see. For example, now this is I removed from here. And here I will be pass it in operator 1023 comma 1025. Okay, now so now my table is having total 5 rows. Now this transaction I'm executing now. What happening you can see? Yes. So one row is separately saved into RAM and 2 rows are separately saved into S1 pointer. Understand now? Let me come to your table. So now remaining 2224 is there. Okay, fine, sir. And now tell me, now if I use rollback transaction S1, then how many rows can I cancel here? 2 rows. Let me see. I'm going to do down. Yes, I did. And see what happened. The 2 rows that came into your table or not? Yes, 2, 3, 2, 5. Came or not, guys? Okay, came now? Right. Then again 1021 is left. This 1021, where it is still? Still this is in RAM. For example, this 1021, if I want it, then I'm using rollback. Okay, now suppose this 1021, I want to permanently delete now. Then what I want to use in place of rollback? Yes, very good. So I just done commit. When I committed, what happening, guys? This 1021, okay, it was deleted from your RAM. Okay, now it is a permanently deleted. Okay, na? Right. After commit, let me see rollback. What happened? After commit, can I use rollback now? No, we can't use. It was showing error. And now see your table is having only 2325 came, but 21 is not came because 21 is a permanent deletion. Okay, so like this, guys, just save pointer the people are using whenever you want to cancel a specific operational raw data out of so many or group of operations. There you can use a save points. Okay, so these are the called as the total TCL language commands. Okay, commit, rollback, and save points. How it was working on database data or database table data. Okay, fine. But guys, here let you see. But guys, one question I'm asking to you after seeing this all. So nowadays we are doing so many online transactions. One application through, one app through, there are number of transactions are going on. For best example, banking sectors. In a banking sectors, can you tell me per a day, how many transactions are going on per a day? Come on, guys. How many transactions are going on per a day? So many and number of transactions. Yes or no? So many or number of transactions. But guys, tell me these number of transactions and number of users. Okay, it's not only one user now. There are thousand lakhs of crores of people and users. They're going to be performing the lakhs of transactions per a day. Okay, now, but this all users transactions, whatever they perform, online transactions, whatever they perform, these all online transactionals, okay, data, how it will be maintained accurately, how your databases will maintain these lakhs of users transactional data with the accurate and consistency manner. Okay, na? With accurate and consistency manner, how your database will maintain this transactional data. Okay, this is not only one user now, not only one user transaction now, there are lakhs of user transactions. The lakhs of user transactional data, how databases will maintain proper accuracy. Accuracy means exactly, without having any mismatching of your data, accurately how it is maintained. In the same pattern, how the data will be consistency without having any mismatching, how it is consistency. Okay, so how it will be maintained means there is, okay, there is some properties are there, guys, here. There is some properties are there. So database management systems are maintain transactions, maintain transactionals data in accurate and consistency, in accurate consistency. How it was maintained accurate and consistency means, okay, consistency by using some properties, guys, by using some properties, okay, are called as which properties? Acid. Which properties, guys? Acid. So every database management systems will maintain your transactions in accuracy and consistency manner with the help of acid properties. And these acid properties, okay, these acid properties, okay, properties are inbuilt, in databases, in database management system. So these properties user never prepared, user never create, and user is not doing anything. So these acid properties are inbuilt. That means by default it was having, or it was contained in your databases like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, any database. Okay, any RDBMS relational databases automatically by default inbuilt acid properties are having. Understand now? So it means what you understand here, these properties are not user defined. These properties are inbuilt. Your databases are maintained internally. Okay, so that is the reason. That is the reason why your transactional data is accurate and consistency means because of reason your DBMS database management systems are inbuilt. It was having acid properties. So with the help of acid properties, they will maintain accurate and consistency. Understand now? So now we will discuss what is acid properties, sir. Each property, the reason and purpose, how it will be maintained accurate and consistency. Okay, and what is the stand of acid? Okay, so after completion of this topic, then I will discuss with you your doubts. Okay, now, right? So topic is not completed still. We have a topic, acid properties. So tomorrow I will explain acid properties. After that, you ask me questions. After that, you ask me questions. Okay, now. So tomorrow I will interact with you guys. Right? Okay. So guys, thank you so much, and tomorrow we will meet.